I had a very bad day today. Went out to do some official business to a local government center, well, municipality really. And I found tons of unhappy people. Well, I can't really say unhappy because there was something tragic about them. Their demeanor, the energy around them, the feel, how they talk, how they were so aggressive. So I saw a bunch of very depressed, angry, and unhappy people. They all were not having a good day. Well, me, I wasn't having a good day. It was tragic. Tragic, because this is day number 3 of the mobilization, and this event has turned everything upside down, has elevated the tragedy to the higher level. So I wasn't having a good day. I was having an extremely, extremely bad day. And you know what? That is about 220th day that I had it very, very bad. It wasn't not the first one. I'm so used to having bad days. It's day after day after day with very rare breaks. For example, my kid's birthday, my wife's birthday, my mom's birthday, something like that. Other than that, it's a series of bad days. But guess what? I am in the minority because most of Russians woke up today and they know how Ukrainians have been feeling for the past 7 months now. Howdy, howdy, everyone. Welcome to Inside Russia. My name is Konstantin, and I'm streaming live from Russia, from the very capital, very heart of this country, Moscow. Not too far from the Kremlin, giving you updates on what is happening in my country, events unfolding, and my takes on things, my unique view. I don't have a message today. I just decided to share with you what I have been seeing today. I've seen many things, I've heard many things, I've spoken to people. It's really hard to say what it is, like in one word. It's a mix between Exodus, Mad Circus, Hellraiser type of place. Some of you might have seen the horror movie from the 80s, the Hellraiser, That's how I've felt today. This is how this place has felt for me today. Whoa. So no message, just, I'll try to share what I've learned. And basically the biggest and the most important event, the news today is the mobilization itself, or rather the speed at which this mobilization is going. I don't know what to tell you. Those people, they had been prepared because they were ready. As soon as, they heard the whistle, so to speak, they just started doing it. And they're very, very good. They're very efficient. They're very, how do I say that? They're doing their job, their functions. They're probably not people. They're emotionless. It's really hard. I never noticed these people next to me in the old life. Everyone was kind of normal. Everyone had loved. Everyone had feelings. Everyone was family people. Everyone was family man. Normal people. I did not see robots, emotionless, cruel, senseless. And all of a sudden, they appeared out of the blue, out of nowhere. This is a mystery. How did I coexist with these people? I didn't notice. So they're very, very efficient. Now, I gotta give you I don't know, whoever, a disclaimer. I'm warning you. I'm not going to tell you any disinformation or fakes in this live stream, because this is considered a crime. If I say something that goes against the party line or the government's information, then I'd be committing crime. I don't want to do that. I'm a law-abiding citizen. At least I think so. And I can give you about some fakes, though. Not tell you about the fakes, but, there are rumors. Well, first, let me start with what I saw with my own eyes. I've been to two public places, the municipality center and subway. Local subway stop is always a focal point of attraction for many people. It's like mass transit place, and the closest subway stop for me is actually quite large. Hang on 1 second. The closest subway stop for me is actually... Oops, just heard myself. Anyway, large, massive transit point. Always lots of people. And I went there today specifically to scout it. And guess who I saw? That's right, policemen. We call them the patrols. It's usually a set of 3 police officers or policemen. And they usually patrol area and, scout, looking for troublemakers and so forth. Keeping place quiet, so to speak. The patrol. So they work quite a few patrols today. Inside the metro, outside the metro, near the metro, 2 patrols. And they were checking people's papers. Now, I don't know whether they were serving these little papers called повестка. That's what everyone is talking about these days. Повестка is a piece of paper you are served into your hands, and that's it. You are in. If you don't want to take it, if you refuse it, there's another way. There's exit to prison. Okay, most Russians take it. So I did not see personally whether the policemen were giving out повестkas or not, but I saw the activity, increased activity from the police. I don't know what it was. I saw one person being arrested. Again, he could have been wanted, he could have committed a crime or misdemeanor or whatever, but I saw one guy being yanked out of the subway. There is a slew of information coming from everywhere, okay? Telegram channels, WhatsApp, Messenger, the groups, internet sites that are not located in Russia, places like that. And they bring disturbing information. Now, I don't know whether it's true or not. They could be fakes. And you know what? I'm so glad that you who come here, you read between the lines, because you're awesome, okay? So, of course, they might be fakes, But there are some videos shot on telephones mostly, and photos of pretty hard stuff. People getting served. Fakes. Must be fakes. I mean, come on. You don't believe that stuff, right? And one of the Russian top politicians came out and said, well, you know what? There are so many fakes now. Almost everything is a disinformation. Watch TV. Listen to the official government media. That's where you get the truth. Everything else is fakes. And the fifth column, that's people who, according to the state, they don't like Russia, the traitors or something like that, financed by the West or enemy states. And of course, the fifth column is working extra hard to disinform you of what's happening in Russia. Oh, so what is really happening in Russia? The mobilization in full force. I don't know how many thousands of people they have mobilized so far, but it's so many. Information from everywhere. They're so efficient again. I was thinking today, are there any good news? Any good news in all of this? Found the good news. You know, there was a majority of Russians supporting the special military operation. Forgive me for saying that. That's how it's allowed to be called here in Russia. So 75 people, give or take, perhaps 70%, but definitely majority. At first, I was witnessing it myself, like in March, in February, in May, in April, you know, those guys up until summer, there were a lot of very aggressively supportive people. They would take it to the next level. They would put decals of letter Z on their cars, and they would be very vocal about that. Not all 70%, but I don't know, some. Well, the good news is that now those people have a great opportunity to serve the country and to actually prove that they not only talk the talk, but walk the walk. Yes. Fantastic opportunity for them. Okay? Especially the ones who those very, very patriotic fellows with letters Z's on their cars and on the shirts and stuff like that. They've been asking for that, you know, they finally got it. So that's the good news for quite a few people. That's the only good news, by the way, that I was able to find. Nothing else. I caught myself thinking of this. A lot of people started thinking like me, and this special military operation touched me in a great deal. I've been very emotional, I don't know, whatever, depressed, just name it. It's a mix of bad feelings. I am emotionally attached to Ukraine. I traveled to Ukraine many times. I worked with Ukrainian companies in the past. I know Ukrainians, my friends, my mom, half Ukrainian. Her ancestors come from Ukraine. So I'm very emotionally attached to the country. I know it from the inside. I lived there. I dated Ukrainian girls, you know, you name it. It's been personal. Well, now it has become personal for many, many Russians. Gosh, you should see Russian mothers crying when they see off their sons. You should see wives. You should see children crying. Daddy's going to serve. And they all going under supervision of the specially allocated people whose work is just to make sure that they find someone and send to serve. Okay, I don't doubt they serve themselves. And I just had a feeling, thought, was kind of crazy. So far, we haven't seen the enemy. We've heard from some people, some important people, you know, that by the enemies. Enemies everywhere. Oh man, it's really bad. It's really, really bad. NATO, not just Ukraine. We're not in conflict with Ukraine. Okay, Ukraine just, I don't know. It's the NATO countries that are at, I was going to say the forbidden word, at the proxy conflict with us. Okay? But yet we have to see one evidence of that. One evidence. They're just saying, they're just talking the talk. They're not walking the walk, giving us, okay, look, this is Americans arrived right here. We're engaging Americans. French over there, Italians right here. From behind we have Japanese, you know, just no. I haven't heard like anything like that. And of course it's not the case. No one's against us, okay? But I was looking today at these things and I saw Russians seeing that other Russians make it to buses, you know, to the trains, don't run away. And those other Russians, they just like looking dismayed, shocked, okay? And they probably would want to run away, but they can't because they're being supervised, almost convoyed. And it seems like it's Russians against Russians, you know? And that's a very sad feeling and sad thought for me, because I'm Russian. I was born and raised in this country. You know, we had bad times in my country before, but mostly they were about economy doing real bad. Economy crash. I remember 1998 was pretty bad. 2008 was fairly bad. 2015 was tough. But I look at those times right now and I'm thinking, I want to go back there. I'm just recalling my streams from, I don't know, from 7 months, not even 7 months, 4 months ago. And I kept, like I said a few times, so you know what, I would just want to find a time machine and fly to like 1989 and just live there. My friends, no more. I want to find a time machine and fly back to the time when I was saying that I wanted to find the time machine and fly to 1989. That's how bad this is right now. On top of everything bad, we just had pile of manure. And it's, it's like you're standing in the worst situation possible and you're thinking, well, you just can't get any worse. And all of a sudden it starts to downpour on you. Like ice, cold rain. No, that's not even compared to what is happening right now. Madness. And you know what? This is just the beginning. Forget about what I was talking before. Forget about... This isn't economic tsunami anymore, my friends. Such a naive, stupid 1 month ago, 3 months ago saying, Russia's biggest problem is we losing our future. Our kids will live in a country and then, economically we're going to be down and we lost all the credibility. You know what? This is peanuts. This is nothing. Now we're going to lose our lives. Yeah. Now, even I, who was so emotionally attached to this Ukrainian situation and tragedy, even I feel a little different because before I felt it was distant, not too far, 40 miles from me, all the places that I've been to, Mariupol many times, Zaporozhye, Kharkov, oh my gosh, one of my most favorite cities in Ukraine, Kiev, okay? I knew the places, I knew that's going on, but it's a little different now because it's concerning all of us, okay? And Russians stopped talking about Ukraine. They started talking about this mobilization and who's doing what, who's going, and a lot of people trying to hide away from this thing. There are Telegram channels with tips already created in one day with like hundreds of thousands of subscribers, like tips of how to avoid, legal help if you're getting mobilized and things like that. So society is boiling. I certainly see that the level of temperature is rising. I don't really understand what these folks in power think about that. They must know that there's a possibility of people standing up firmly, let's put it this way, if things are taken too far. I don't know what they're thinking. tried to understand, but I don't know. It's out of my out of my picture of the world, their actions. I simply do not understand. Oh, I'll probably finish up with me personally. I've said it already. I am not well. I feel like 3 weeks ago I was much better. I wish I could go through 3 weeks ago. I feel bad for lots of people who've been drafted, not mobilized. My wife is breaking down. Basically, she's a better person than I am. Okay, and then it's really hard on her. She cries constantly. Oldest daughter isn't doing too well either. Michael's okay. He doesn't understand. Doesn't know what's going on. He goes to kindergarten, have his buddies, plays all day long. That's good. That's good. Because I would hate see him, getting upset. Like he was in February of this year. I continue streaming. I stream every day, but today is the first day and the first time in my life, and certainly first time in these streams, that I felt that I might not be streaming tomorrow. And not because I want to take a break or something goes wrong with my equipment, no. Because I might not be physically able to do that. Because somebody can knock on my door and not tell me anything. It's something like, why you don't support the party line, stuff like that. No. Now they just can give me this little piece of paper saying, you ought to serve. And that's it. And that's very, very possible. So at the end of the stream message, or before I turn the comments, no, actually, you know what? After the prayers at the end of the stream, I will be saying goodbye. And I will be thankful to God if I have another stream. If I come back, if God allows me to come back tomorrow and day after tomorrow and so forth. Because it's getting pretty scary and pretty trying to figure out the right word, unpredictable. But I certainly smell danger in the air. I will not go, my friends. I will not. I can't take a gun and shoot at who? At the brothers and sisters? At people who I used to drink with, eat, have fun, spend time 10 years ago, 5 years ago, 15 years ago. For what? Anyway, this is the update. There's no message, but that's what I have felt today, and it's pretty hectic. I'm sorry. Pretty unorganized, but I on purpose didn't want to, script my message or organize it or whatever. I usually bullet. I don't script anything. I think of a few ideas I'd like to talk about, and that's it. And then I kind of make it up on the go. Today I didn't do that. I wanted to just vent a little bit. Day number 3, the worst day I've seen in my life so far. The worst day I've seen in the life of my country, and the worst I've seen in people who I happen to see today. This is Russia, late September 2022. Thank you for watching. Thank you for giving me a chance coming here to check out this. I don't know how to say it. Not a message, but stream. Thank you. Before I'm going to turn the comments on, I would like to ask you something. Don't send me hate, because there's so much I can take. There's a threshold inside of me. And it's somewhere there. Okay, it's filled. It's filled with not hate, but bad feelings, with bad stuff. And please have mercy on me. Okay, just rather say something nice. Please be nice to the mods. I just looked. There are about 9,000 people watching, and that's a lot. Mods have been doing fantastic job. They haven't missed one day of my streams, believe it or not, in the past 7 months and before that. Please take it easy on them. Thank you so much. And one last thing. If you want to help me out, then would you please share this stream with your friends, with your family, with anyone on the social media you can share it with? I would really, really appreciate it. And it would help out, to spread my message. Thank you. I'm turning on the comments. I wonder where this escalation is going to stop. Because I started as a very pleasant messenger. I was talking about things I love in Russia. I was sharing these things with viewers, with you. I was taking you to places that I loved, that I enjoyed being at, and I was sharing my joy. And that was such a great experience. Not too many people, but the ones who would join me on the walks, on the walking tours, on the unusual places, legendary places in Moscow, in the south of Russia. Everyone enjoyed. But then it's becoming more difficult, and more sinister messages. First, it was just a little scarier. Then I thought the stinky substance hits the fan, then hits the fan more. But now it's off the charts. I don't know how to call this situation. Off the charts. Another thing that amazes me is how fast this is happening. From being normal, we go into this crazy in days, minutes, like not years. My gosh, this is scary. I hope it doesn't happen to other people. If you want me to read the message, please put it in caps and put my name after @ so it appears in the orange box. It's much easier for me to see. And I see Donna Olsen was the first one with super chats. Donna, thank you so much. I'm scared for you, your fellow citizens, and I'm scared for your country. God help you all. Donna, you are not alone. I am scared for myself. I'm scared for my fellow citizens, and I'm very scared for my country. So thank you. Please, God help us all and help you all as well. Blackad, howdy, my friend. Hello, K-mods of the channel and fellow viewers as well. Please be kind to your mods. Blackad, thank you so much. I'm really glad that you are back with us, because everyone, including myself, were very concerned. Pino, love from Austria. Thank you so much. Danke. Duane Porter, praying for your new family. Follow your heart, God will give. Thank you. This is the best message I can receive. Thank you so much, Duane. Lorraine Proznovsky, thank you so much. Appreciate it. Freedom Dog. Just hug your family and my prayers are with you. Freedom Dog. I hugged my wife more than I hugged in any other day in our lives. Trust me. I am so blessed to have my wife, person who just stands by me and no matter what, that deserves a separate stream. Thank you, D-Block. Welcome to Inside Russia. And Amir is giving sponsorship of 5 people. Sponsorship of the channel. Thank you so much, Amir. And I'm giving you the thanks of the new sponsors too. Cat Live, thank you so much. Great to see you. Harold Kemp. If I miss someone in super chats, please forgive me. I always acknowledge everyone. But if there are so many of them, I can only do so much. James Tanny, thank you so much. Jesus Christ be watching over you and your family, my brother. God bless you. Amen, my brother. Thank you. I pray for that too. Ivan, if SMO's existential conflict for, who were almost inevitably on path to nuclear conflict, Pravda has articles that seems to be preparing Russians for this. Is there a sense of that there? Yes, there is sense. It's really hard for me to say that. There is sense for one simple reason. People have started talking about it. When it's not even, it's out of the picture, no one talks about it. But now, they say about it here and there. And that's early indicator that leads to escalation. So Ivan, I hate to be the bad messenger, but I see that escalating. There is still chance it's not going to happen. Good chance, great chance, but at least we here in Russia, we say there's never smoke without fire. So there's tiny, tiny smoke, but that's pretty dangerous, Bruce, hang in there, my friend. Prayers for you and your family. Thank you so much. Great to see you, Bruce. Anarch CT, maybe time to go back to the plan where you're a big fish in a small pond in Maine. If you can give me this machine that teleports me, I'll be gone in 5 minutes. Jasper Potting Face, Janine, thank you so much for your support. I appreciate it. Yen, Constantine, I will pray for your safety, sanity, if you will pray for my depression. Yep, sure will do. You know what, I'll pray for your depression, just, don't have to pray for my sanity. I'll do it if you want. No exchange, if you don't wish. Russians fighting Russians is a Travis. I won't even go there. Lord, help. Lord, please help us all. Yes, yes, yes. Lionel, thank you so much for the support. I appreciate it. Jorge Luis Hernandez Rodriguez, thank you for the support. I really appreciate that. Freedom Dog has become deep inside Russia tier. Really appreciate it. Christopher Davids, we love you and your family. Thank you, Christopher. Very good words. It's very heartwarming for me, Joshua Fryer, just subbed so I couldn't message. Stay safe, nobody deserves this. You should see other people. I am in relative safety, I'm sitting in my home, I'm streaming, I'm telling it to you, I'm surrounded by my family. Mom calls me every day, I call her, my wife, kids, I haven't made. I'm just grieving for other Russians who don't have this. How hard that is for them. How hard for the Ukrainians. we are in one submarine in this, RW, make sure Natasha knows how to get in touch with us. We would do anything to help your family. Thank you so much, RW. I do. Well, I guess two main contacts are Lorna and Mommy. Pinball. A lot of you know Pinball. I will come up with a way, just in case, Luke King, thank you so much. That's a great contribution. I really hope you don't get the letter, mate. Maybe you should consider mass donut diet so you don't look like frontline material. You kidding me? They don't care about that. They just need a body. You can be missing a limb. They still serve you. Russian law doesn't allow that. But people at the lower level, in many cases, they abuse it. You know what I mean? We call it too much of abuse at the local level. And that's what I'm talking about. So, look, if I'll weigh like 90 pounds, it still wouldn't save me. They'd have to serve it to me, to my hand. They cannot just mail it out and stuff, So lots of Russian men will be staying home. Hi, Konstantin. I wish the situation will be over soon for the sake of all Russians, Ukrainians, and all other people of the world affected. Best wishes from Romania. Thank you so much, Eminem. Are you Eminem? Eminem. Thank you. King Nero is here. Thank you. Big K, I pray that the Creator can protect you for you. I feel horrible if you're separated from your family and loved ones. Many other fictions of the righteous, but God delivers us from them all. King Nero, great to have you here. Thank you so much for keep on coming back, and thanks for the message. My friends, there are so many super chats. I'm just kind of losing the track of them. I'm sorry if I miss someone. Dave Kirkwood, Winston Churchill said, if you're going through hell, keep going. Let's hope and pray for better future so you can never use that machine to go back to today. You know what? Dave, you can count on one thing. I will keep coming back here every single evening, 11 p.m. my time. And I will be streaming as long as I'm alive, as long as I am here with my family, as long as I'm not yanked out of here, as long as I'm physically able to do that. And you can count on that. I will keep on going. I'm not a person who gives up, okay? Lorna, Mommy, and the usual suspects, Bob, Harry Potter, and, all know that. So thank you. You can count on me. Karen from Maine. We in Maine consider you one of us. Thank you, Karen, so much. We're gathered to ask God and your angels for your protection and your family. I cry for you. Please, God, keep our brother Konstantin safe. Whatever road you take him down. Amen. Karen, thank you so much. Thank you. Maine is in my heart, and I am one of you. My son lives in Biddeford all his life. My daughter also lives in Biddeford, Saco, Biddeford. My wife spent, first wife, my ex-wife, spent all her life pretty much, except for a few years in California. She spent in Maine. And I called Maine home for such a long time. And then it's a fantastic place. Gosh, that's the homeland of the birthplace of Stephen King, or the home base of Stephen King, should I say. Russia's most published author ever. Thank you. I really appreciate this message from Maine. Flashy Beige, thank you so much. I've been watching you since February. Never been so invested in the life of a man I've never met. Thank you. Thank you so much. I don't know what to say. I'm touched. Love and support from Austin, Texas. You're not alone. Thank you. This actually makes me feel better. It makes me not even feel, makes me, takes weight off my shoulders, There's a message from Philip Lewis. Howdy, Philip. Thank you so much for your support. Don't understand why so many centuries humanity still hasn't figured it out. As generations before ours, through their generations, be the last time something like this happens, and here it is happening again. I can tell you this, the people of the future want peace. I am myself amazed. In the beginning of the stream I said that I totally don't understand how people who I lived along with changed so much and turned into these machines that totally on the other side. This is Star Wars universe, it's the Republic and the Empire, really. Only the Republic is tiny and not organized and dispersed, And the Empire is, it's the Empire. Where are the Jedis? Scott, thank you so much for your support. There's no message, but that this message reads volumes. Thank you. New sponsor, Robert RB. The super chat from Moloch. Thanks for sharing this and reminding us what inspired the bad news from the front. There are still good people on the other side. Stay safe. I've heard quite a few times that I kind of represent Russia to you, and I like this idea, and I try to be the voice of Russia in these hard times, and to make you understand that Russia is still big and different, and it's not all mobilization, you know what I mean? Gosh, I've become a master of speaking circles, so, I don't, no one can grab me and catch and say, hey, you said that. And I'm so glad you read between the lines, thank you. Robert, no, I'm not going to read that, but thank you so much for your support. Just give me a little break here. I always acknowledge all super chats, but I physically can't right now, and who I miss, please forgive me, because there are so many of them. Brianna, it's great to see you. Thank you so much. Usually liberty dies to the sound of hundreds clapping and cheering. It is very somber from what I am hearing from friends not far from you. Well, I was thinking of going out to the center of Moscow and looking at this. There's a meeting going on right now that supports the referendums and the mobilization, I guess. Well, pro-party meeting. I don't know who are the people who are attending right now. I don't know where they came from. Okay. I was going to drive through and just check out, perhaps getting out and do a live stream, but then I decided that I'm not gonna feel good about that. That I'd be offended being there, and that's why I didn't want to go. I would have done 2 streams because they started early around 6 p.m. I'd be able to come back home on time, but I just don't want to be around that place, you know. Diane, thank you so much. Just heartbreaking. US, Kansas City. Thank you so much. Thank you. It is heartbreaking. L. Martin, sending you and your family so much love and prayers. Praying to God that this conflict will end soon. Just remember, God is always with you, even it feels like He's not. Love from the United States. Thank you so much, my friend. Thank you. I feel like God is with me. I don't feel like He's left me. I don't feel like I've lost. I don't even have faith, you know. I feel connection with Him. Faith is when you don't feel anything and then you acting on faith. But He's here, and that is comforting. That is comforting. But despite I know He's with me, despite I know He's watching over me and protecting me, still I'm a human being, and you know it's scary. And this cocktail of bad feelings inside, it just does not go anywhere. The Your Box, thank you so much for your support. I really, really appreciate it. Much needed. Very appreciated. Stop Scamming Man. Howdy. Another very fascinated, talented Russian who lived for a time in America was Leon Teramin. He's well known in Russia. To my shame, this is the first time I hear this name. Far too few Westerners know of him over his instrument. No. I'm sorry. I gotta look it up after the stream. We have a new sponsor, Yvonne. Thank you so much. Great. You keep on coming back all the time. Stat musician. Whoa. Long time no see. Send in love and prayers. Thank you so much. He'll carry you though through. Thank you. James, thank you so much. Oh, my friends. I don't really know what to do next. There are so many choices to make. But the choice, actually the biggest choice right now is this. What do I do when I'm served? Do I go serve, or I just... Well, there's a possibility that you just refuse. You say, hey, I'm not going to do that. I refuse. Then it's immediately they open a criminal case against you and you're guilty, and they take you to court, and then you're given time. But what is time compared to they give you a gun and say, hey, kill those? I don't know how anyone could do that. So many choices to make, you know, hard choices. Everything bad that happened in my life before was peanuts. Real peanuts. I thought, oh, tragedy, I made mistake and I didn't use this opportunity, or I lost this, or I should have done this and I would have, you know, received this, or, you know, child's play. Peanuts, you know, pocket change. Compared to this is heavy. At this point, I don't know where if it's gonna stop or not. I'm hoping. At first, I thought it wouldn't stop. At first, I thought it would stop soon. I'm like, okay, just I hope, I pray it's a few weeks, couple weeks. You know, they have sense. They will make a peace agreement and so forth. Look where it has taken us. The escalation is absolutely incredible. and now it's Russians convoying Russians to places that these convoyed Russians don't want to go to. I gotta cut this a little early today. It's really tough. I apologize. I would be a very good time to pray now. Before I pray, I would like to say goodbye. This has been a very good experience. Besides very personal things like, my kids be born and, my life and with my, mom and dad and stuff like that. This is the best, by far the best hobby I've had and the best, I can't say this isn't a job, but this is the best job I've had. Because it's taken me as much time as my real job, It actually pays me. But it's not a job. So this has been incredible. It's enriched my life so much. If I somehow won't be able to do that ever again, or for some time, quite a long time, then know that you have changed my life to the better. Thank you. And mods, you've been absolutely amazing. Not only I found mods, I found friends in mods and even family. Lorna, Mommy, Bob, Harry, you're fantastic. I also had more mods that had to, leave the team due to some personal reasons some time ago. And I'd like to thank those people too. Robert Bates, Yarn Prepper, Julie, not missing anyone, am I? You've been awesome, the usual suspects. You've been absolutely fantastic. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You just part of my life now. I hope I will come back here tomorrow. There is a good chance, but there is also a good chance that I won't. Because this is what's happening here now is madness. So I'm saying goodbye just in case. And I will be double happy if I stream tomorrow. Thank you. I am inviting everyone to pray with me, as we always do. Let's do it. Thank you. Dear God, thank you for giving us this day. It must have been given us for a reason. Thank you for putting food on our tables, giving roofs over our heads, and surrounding us with the loved ones and people who think of us and who we love and who we think of. Please help our children, keep them safe and healthy, and give us common sense and enough wisdom to raise them in a way that they will become better than us and they will make this world a better place and they will never be engaged in any wars. Please help Ukraine stop the bloodshed in that country, bring peaceful sky over it, reach out and touch people who make decisions in Ukraine, in Russia, perhaps in other places. Please touch their hearts, fill them with love, mercy, empathy, forgiveness, make their hearts softer so they will stop this bloodshed. Please, I'm asking for Russia's President Vladimir Putin and America's President Joe Biden, touch their hearts, fill them with love also, with forgiveness, with remorse, with mercy. Open their eyes so they will see what's going on and they will stop this bloodshed. Help my country, Russia. Please send army of strongest angels with sharpest swords, led by Saint Michael, to get rid of the demons that have hijacked my country. Make it run by the angels, not the demons. Make it righteous, make it good, make it shine again. Please help everyone who's been affected in Ukraine, who's been misplaced, hurt, lost loved ones, who lost himself or herself, themselves. You know who to help and you know how to help. Please answer the prayers and make their wishes come true. And send angels to everyone who's in Ukraine to keep everyone's out of harm's way. So there's not one single drop of blood is shed any longer. I'm asking for all people who are being mobilized right now, who are in fear, in dismay, in tears, who just don't understand what's going on. Please help them. I don't know what kind of help, but I'm asking you to define what help every one of those need and send them the help needed. I'm also asking for pregnant women who are making a decision to keep baby or not right now. Please reach out and talk to them so they make the right choice. Thank you for bringing us all together here into this wonderful community and letting us pray together. Please help everyone who is praying along with me right now or watching us pray. Answer the prayers and make their wishes come true, please. I would like to mention a few people who need your help. Dear God, please help them. They are Michael Milkevitz, who is going for a hard medical procedure, blood transfusion. Please help. He needs your help and recovery. Cindy Braddock, going for a surgery on her arm. Thank you for helping Black Cat, our friend here, to feel better again and to come back to us. Please help May Scott Nesbitt's sister rest in peace. Please help Richard Burris, who's going for heart surgery. James Rhodes, also going for a surgery. Ian Ace, broken ankle. He really needs your help with that. Please help Elena, Natasha, Jake, Michael, Oля, Dasha, Sky, Bonnie, Galina, and Igor, Buzz, Jean-Paul, Paula, Janine, Michael, Marlene, Susan, Fiona, Susan S., Madeline, Stephen, Alan, Freddie, Sabrina, Felicia, Paul Binns, Bridges' father, Rudy Kaisley's family, Richard, Robert Morgan's sister, Mallory M., please help with her professional situation. Dirk Meisler's father, please, he's in hospital, please help him. Rizika Ham and her unborn baby, she's due for labor, please help them both. And welcome a new girl into this world and please protect her. Jess Terry, Brittany S., Lars Henrik's father, wait for it, Leanne Hankins, Reese Gray, Bridget Apley, May Britzel Anders rest in peace, please. Please help Hannah and her children. Robert Morgan's sister. Michelin, Priscilla, King Nero, Gabby Hyman, Martin, Joan, Donald, Allison, Dave Moyers, I found Waldo, Liz, Deborah, Isabel Ligot, may her father rest in peace, Janice Burgess, Maureen M., and her sister, Ariana, Liz Dombrell, Bruce B., again, King Nero, and Gaby Hyman, Kayleen, Michael, Thomas, Tony, Bob, Jessica, Minutes to Midnight, Sandy Workman and her husband Rod, Mr. Hansen, Haiti Howitz, Golden Griffon, Geeky's granddad, Terry Carter, Carol Reed, and Stephen King, because he's so loved by many Russians. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, dear Lord. Jesus Christ. Amen. My friends, thank you very much for coming. I hope that I will see you tomorrow. I have a stream for sponsors and patrons tomorrow. It's at noon Eastern Standard Time. I usually don't stream my regular streams at 11 p.m., but I'm thinking of streaming using every single opportunity I have these coming days to send you the updates, current updates of what is happening in Russia. So I will discuss that with the mods. Most likely I will stream tomorrow. So hopefully, if I can, I will return tomorrow and I'll see you soon. Thank you. God bless you.